Emotions and experiencing emotions is the biggest part why our soul chose to incarnate here on earth as a human, because we wanted to experience the messy, chaotic, overwhelming everything of emotions. And there is no better place to experience emotion than here on earth. So this came through in my automatic writing this morning, and they kept saying, you chose. The emphasis was on you chose. Your soul knew what it was in for before it arrived here. And the reason that they chose Earth is because of the messy, chaotic, overwhelming emotions. Our souls want to experience. In the act of experiencing, we expand. When our soul expands, the universe expands. So having an experience of emotion, no matter what the emotion, expands our soul. Now, we arrived forgetting everything. And we do that on purpose so that we can experience more emotions. If we came knowing everything that we've always known and knowing where we come from, who we really are innately, we would bypass a whole bunch of stuff, all the chaotic, messy stuff in the middle that expands our soul and the universe. So the idea is that then we knew we would remember, that there would be opportunities to remember. We may not remember because our humanness has a free will and we can choose to do what we want. But our soul knew that living here on earth, especially in this time itself, we would have opportunities to remember who we are. In the remembering who we are, that we are our soul, that we are connected to all that is, that we are made of love. In the remembering of it, the chaos of emotions would shift. We would come more into love and less into fear. We would have more opportunities to experience joy, happiness, love, excitement, abundance, all of the good, yummy stuff that we like as humans. Well, those emotions are also expanding our soul and expanding the universe. So we would have this whole array in our lifetime of emotions to experience. And they kept emphasizing, you chose. And what came through in the channeling this morning in the writing was this feeling of stop putting it off to others. You chose to be human so that you could experience the emotions. So stop trying to bypass the emotions. This is why you came. So stop stuffing them. Stop ignoring them. Stop putting them off on somebody else, like not taking responsibility for your emotions. Because if we play the victim and we push our emotions on somebody else, it's somebody else's fault, or it's somebody else's responsibility, or they're doing it to me, it means that we can't fully embrace, fully experience the emotions. And that's why we came here. They're like, just experience it. Now, we don't have to dwell in it. Do I have to stay in fear when I'm fearful? No. Do I need to experience anxiety like for an hour? No. Because if you can, what they said at the end was, if you can embrace it and actually experience it, it'll just flow right through. It will go on. It will move on. It's just energy. It will flow out. But the whole reason we came was to experience emotions. So experience emotions and know that while you're doing it, you're like, yep, this is why I came. This is what I came for. And sometimes the emotions are blah. But that's okay, because that's why we came too. We didn't come just to experience love, because our soul is love. It already experiences that. But it came for all the other stuff too. So it came for fear, it came for joy, it came for anger, it came for anxiety, it came for happy, it came for compassion, all of it all together. So the invitation is to fully experience emotion. This is why we showed up here. There are millions of choices of where to incarnate or where to come as part of our soul. Earth just happens to be the one that is most ripe with emotion. And we can see that looking around. And this time on Earth, especially, is ripe with emotion and the most possibilities for experiencing higher emotions. So if we showed up on Earth 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, it would have, the emotions available to experience were much more limited than they are now, in that the higher end of the spectrum is more available today. And more opportunities for remembering who we are currently available that weren't available before. That's the whole process. That's why we chose now. We can experience from when we're, the angst of a teenager all the way to having a spiritual awakening or whatever you want to call it, to actually experiencing joy, seeing love, experiencing forgiveness, all of that kind of stuff on the other end of the spectrum. So we get the whole gamut now. So that's why we chose today and this area of life's, of Earth's growth to come and experience. We're lucky. We won the lottery as far as like showing up on Earth, because I got to tell you, I get the feeling that there are billions of souls, and because Earth is a prime, it's the hot spot, it's like the vacation destination to be. We're lucky. We got to come and experience life now. So this feeling of gratitude for our emotions, this like, you know what? I am so lucky that I actually get to experience all of this. Now, we are human. So in the moment of anxiety, in the moment of fear, in the moment of anger, will we remember that? Probably not. Let's all be honest. The reminder is to be aware that you're experiencing it and then experience it to the fullest. So for years, I've been having the message that experience your emotions. I just never had it kind of in this broader perspective before. But what they've told me in the past is to look at children, how they relish in their emotions. They embrace it full on, and it doesn't last very long. That's the fear as an adult, is that if I let go, if I cry, or if I let myself be sad, I won't be able to get out of it. But that's not the truth. That's only the truth because we hold it, we resist it, we, kind of stuff it or whatever we do with it. But as children, if you watch a 3-year-old, they go from sad to happy to temper tantrum to giggles all in 10 minutes. So there is no fear, if you fully embrace your emotions, that they're going to stick around forever. Now, as adults, we need the reminder to let go. So, as they've told me for many years now, set a timer. If you feel sad, if you feel angry, if you feel as a victim, whatever it is that you're feeling, set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and just relish, embrace, totally full out do your 3-year-old temper tantrum, or be afraid, or think of the worst things that could possibly happen, or whatever. But do it for a time and then let go. Shake it out. Physically shake your body. Let that energy move out. Stomp your feet if you need to. Get the energy moving again. and come back to yourself. And then choose again, in this moment, how do I want to feel? What emotion would I like to experience now? Because as humans, we are constantly experiencing emotion. It never goes away. So, what is the next emotion that you want to experience? Yeah. So that's today's aha from my automatic writing and my channeling. And if you have questions or comments, leave them below, and I will see you all soon. Have a fabulous emotional day.